Here we are. I'm at my little place at Leven again, the small oasis. Now, I want to talk to you about whether cyclists should wear crash helmets or not. I know I've got one crash helmet on, and I have a different one from a mountain bike because it's got a peak, and I think I don't know why I should have a peak on a mountain bike, but it just seems to be the fashion. Oh, hang on. Well, look, there's me. I've got a swan. A swan has just decided to come up and see me. Hello, swan. Sorry, I haven't got any bread. Not supposed to give them bread, are you? You're supposed to give them sweet corn and peas and grain and stuff. Just been diving for some weed. Right over there is a baby duck. The ducklings. Isn't that amazing? Bit of wildlife. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Yeah, back to what I was saying after being disturbed by a nice swan. Yeah, what I was saying, we should cyclists wear crash helmets? Well, the science says that if you wear a crash helmet, you're more likely to take risks because you've got a crash helmet, and if you fall off, you're not going to kill yourself, so you take more risks. And the motorist's point of view is, if a cyclist has got a helmet on, then they can take more risks because they know that if they knock you off your bike, you're not going to be killed because you've got a crash helmet on. And of course, if you haven't got a crash helmet on, they give you a bit more space. So what do we do as cyclists? Well, I think what we can do is take less risks and wear a crash helmet. And of course, car drivers have got to learn that cyclists have got the soft meaty parts on the outside of their vehicle, whereas a car driver has the soft meaty bits inside a steel box, which is strapped down. In the event that the car gets turned over, the meaty bit inside isn't shaken up like a cocktail in a... There you go. Oh, I got cut off there. My phone suddenly stopped. Yeah, I don't know why that was. Anyway, yes. So I'll probably edit that bit out and go back to saying what I was saying. A cyclist has the soft meaty parts on the outside of his vehicle, and a car has the soft meaty parts strapped down inside a metal box. You know, so in the event that a car has a bit of a crash, the meaty bits aren't squished up against the windscreen, smashed against the steering wheel, or even worse cases, crushed by the steering wheel as the car concertinas. Yeah, there's the swan's just decided to walk off. Yeah, so anyway, that's it. That's today's little discussion. Should cyclists wear crash helmets? Me personally, I won't get on a bike without one. After being knocked off my bike and hitting my head on the ground, I do know that it does prevent injuries. I probably would have had a nasty cut on my head if I'd actually hit the ground with my head, but as it was, that part there is actually that part there of my crash helmet hit the ground as I was knocked off. Yeah, so yeah, wear a crash helmet and just try not to take so many risks. That's what I would say. And of course, car drivers have to really, they've got to pay attention, because cyclists do pay for the roads, as I've already discussed in some of my other videos. Cyclists do pay for the roads out of the general taxation. Oh, there goes a, I don't think it's a Cessna, but it's another light aircraft taken off from the airfield just over there. Yeah. So anyway, that's enough of that little discussion about crash helmets. Yeah, it's you don't have to get the most expensive. All crash helmets have to conform to certain British standards, And of course, when you start going up, the crash helmet starts to get more expensive. Of course, you're getting more features and more comfort. You might get slightly better padding inside. Or in this case, I've got this MIPS where the outer part rotates around the inner part. So in the event that you hit the road at a funny angle, your head isn't twisted or rotated quite so fast. It slows that down, part of the MIPS system. Something to do with stopping your brain from rotating. Yeah. Anyway, so I've taken up enough of your valuable time. And of course, like I say, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm talking about. I just rabbit on. Okay, see ya.